Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. I am Zhong, the owner of a Zhong Cage Fighting Series. It's going down May 28 in the heart of San Francisco. Right next to me, we have Nohelin Hernandez will be the main event of the night, fighting the overseas Mongolian fighter from Mongolia. Now, Nohelin, let's introduce you. I know you're a well-known guy. Let's introduce you to some of them haven't heard from you yet. From Northern California, who's Nohelin Hernandez.
Yeah, guys, so if you know me, you know me. If you know, you know. It's one of those things. I've pretty much fought for every major regional promotion. I fought as high as for the UFC. I fought for Bellator. Like I said, any regional promotion I fought for. I started off my career here at the Dragon House with Zhong, and I'm excited to be back and put on a show for the people in the Bay Area. For years, I've been having people ask me like, oh, Nohelin, when are you going to come back and fight in the Bay? When are you going to come back? When are you going to come back? Well, May 28th is the date. Make sure you guys save it, mark it down on your calendars, request a time off because it's going down.
That's pretty awesome. Now, you owe every time when I have a big showdown in the Bay Area, whether it's partner up with the URCC, I owe you the first person I hit up. And you never disappoint. Your performance is always on point. You always snatch belts, and you're collecting a lot of belts over the years. And this is another belt called the Mongol Fighting Championship from Mongolia. The winner of this fight will be defending the title in second week of September in Mongolia, in the capital city of Ulaanbaatar. So hope I see you come out another big W. The win is going to changing a lot of factors. Pretty much secure your next fight in overseas, the whole ride in the second weekend of September. So now this opponent you fighting at, I never met him in my personal, never met him before. I don't know who that is. And he is actually the top contender in the 145 pound for the Mongol Fighting Championship. And the last event they have, literally about a month and a half ago in Mongolia, they have a huge fight, not on the day of the fight, huge fight on the way in. Then the guy actually grabbed a K and smashed in his face. And that video weigh-in actually draws over 2.5 million viewers. So now the owner of the promotion is like, we need to have these two guys fighting on the same exact event for the May 28th. So now how do you prepare for somebody like that? I know you fight a lot of high-level fighters. You fight in some of the top contenders in UFC as well. How do you prepare for this particular guy that you never met, don't even know how he fights before?
I prepare for him just the way I would for anybody, just training hard and smart, staying smart, making sure that I get to the fight. I think that a lot of the times you train for somebody specifically, but sometimes things happen, and I'm preparing for anybody, meaning that if this guy could get injured, he can, pull out, whoever wants to step in for him, whatever. I know that I'm fighting May 28th, whoever it is, at the point in my career that I'm at right now, it doesn't matter who it is, it's whatever, whoever, whenever, so.
You don't care, he's a wrestler, jiu-jitsu, striker. You've been through all of it.
I've been through high-level strikers. I train with high-level wrestler guys, good Muay Thai guys, good all-around guys. Like I said, at this point in my career, it's whoever wants to come is first come, first serve, and we're serving these L's to these guys.
That's pretty awesome. Now, what do you see yourself, Nohelin? You have a fighter like you have a double-digit win. You've been around the game for a long time, almost a whole decade. Like you say, you fought almost every major promotion in the world. You've done it, been there, done that. What are you trying to do from this point on your career? What do you see you trying to achieve?
It's a great question because I get that asked a lot. A lot of people tend to ask me like, "Oh, hey, Nohelin, do you still, will you still make it back to the UFC? Will you get signed by this person, that person, whatever?" I always tell them the response: I'm happy with my life and how it is right now. I think that I have other aspirations other than just fighting. I think before, when I was younger in my career, everything was just related to fighting and fighting and fighting and focus on fighting. But a lot of things that people don't keep in mind is life after fighting. So to answer your question, I want to start my own gym. I want to start my own business. I want to give back all the years that I have under my belt back to somebody else and see where that goes with them.
Now, if you want to ever open a gym, I know you live in San Jose area. Where are you looking at?
The options are still open. I tend to, as if you guys know who I am, right? I tend to cruise Santa Cruz a whole lot. I like to, I live in Gilroy, California, so, maybe somewhere there, maybe somewhere in Morgan Hill. Like I said, the options they're open right now. So we're just gonna see when the time is right. I'll evaluate the options and, weigh things out and see where it goes.
Now, relatively in the fighter's career, in my opinion, you're still quite young. Because a lot of people don't even get to the top. Didn't even get a chance to fight their top dollar paychecks in their early 30s, even mid 30s nowadays. You still in your 20s, you know. So like, my opinion is I see you still have a lot of options. You know, you can definitely make it back to the big picture and do some damage in the fight game. And because you're so young, you're not like 34, 35. You know, where you know, towards the downside, but a lot of people haven't even started get to the top until like 30. They get signed UFC until 30. You know, so
For sure.
you definitely have a lot of options. One other question I asked, like, do you have anybody that you wants to fight?
No. Like you're saying, I'm young in my career. You know, I think that I haven't really grown into my body until like maybe like the last year and a half. I still don't think I'm at my peak. In terms of calling anybody out, whoever, whatever, whenever, I'm not really worried about who or what or when. You know, just train for whoever. Obviously, the bigger names are going to get me to where maybe more exciting fights, more pay. So you know, we're looking for maybe other UFC veterans, other up and coming fighters that are, you know, somewhere maybe on the East Coast, maybe Central America, whatever. You know, I preferably, honestly, I don't think I'd want to fight anybody here in the Bay Area, just because it's a small circuit. You know, I don't think I want to cripple anybody's chances of making it big, right, getting into the UFC. You know, I think as a Bay Area, I think we should all bring each other up and hope and wish for the best for everybody else coming up in the Bay. You know, not a lot of fighters that are in the Bay make it to the UFC or even get signed to Bellator. So, you know, whoever, you know, bring them in. I can fly out. Doesn't matter. Just, you know, good, decent competition is what I'm looking for.
Well, definitely. That's a very wise word right here. And if anybody want to get cut off in the UFC, I do actually time to time a lot of UFC guys get cut. They always ask me the same question. Hey, do you have anybody like high profile, the big name got cut by UFC or Bellator that I want to fight? They don't want to fight an up and comer. You know, probably some of people scared to have a lot to lose. You know, definitely after this fight, you know, since you're fighting in the Bay Area again, I'm very interested if anybody get cut out there on my social network that from UFC or Bellator get cut and they want to fight some veterans to redeem yourself. Here we got another name for you. Now, in the future weight class, I know this upcoming fight is 145 on the dot. In the future, do you plan on to fight 135 again or stay at 145?
You know, it just depends. It depends. Depends what I have going on in my life. I'm working full time, so you know, the cutting weight to the 135 is really hard. Any weight cut is really hard, as I'm sure if you're watching this, you probably know. I don't really got to mention it too much. I feel good at 145 pounds. I fought at 145 pounds before. Don't have to cut a whole lot of weight, meaning that I'm not going to have to drain myself. I'm going to be able to focus on the fight, training more than I will have to on the weight cut. And that's what I'm looking forward to. I think it's going to be really good. I'm going to have a lot of fun out there for sure.
Now, the 140, what do you walk around weight right now?
I can't tell you that.
We can't tell you that.
I just know that I'm definitely a big 35er weight-wise. Lanky, you know, tall, but you know, I got some weight on me right now actually. So I'm excited to bring the weight and everything to 145 to not drain myself, like I'm saying.
Right. Shit, I've seen you fight 135 multiple times. You fight for my show with the URCC 145 title, and you snatched the belt. Awesome performance. Either weight class, Nohelin is on board. Nohelin's in the house. You already know. You know, it's gonna be an exciting fight. Now, how can people contact you if people want to get a hold of you, buy ticket, come watching you fight? I know you haven't sold tickets for almost like 3-4 years now, 5 years, and some first time back. So how do people can contact you?
You guys already know. If you're watching this video, you already know. You're probably gonna already pull up. For the fans that are watching me right now that might not know, you guys can contact me via Instagram, which is Suave MMA, Twitter Suave_135. You guys can just look me up on Facebook's Nohelin Hernandez. Just come on out, guys. It's a family friendly event. Might be a little bit of gore, a little bit, you know, but you know, it'll be a good time for everybody. So everybody just come on up and pull up and let's bring the house down. Let's go.
Sounds awesome, especially this will be the main event of the night for the featherweight title, Mongol Fighting Championship, and elaborated with Zhong Cage Fighting Series. We're going down on May 28th. This event's a live stream pay-per-view. If you cannot make it to the event, make sure you guys order your live stream pay-per-view from DragonHouseMMA.com. Please subscribe my YouTube channel. Show me some love and support and help me to grow my YouTube channel. Now, if your opponent, I know he doesn't speak any English, watch this event. What do you have to say to him? I can't even pronounce his name, by the way. But
Does he speak Russian?
no.
You know? I don't know. Hello, make it to the fight. I don't know. That's it.
Make it to the fight. We fucking be the center of the cage and let's fucking rumble, you know. Now, do you have a special loved one, training partner, coaches, sponsors that you want to shout out to?
Yeah, just anybody that I train with. Obviously, my camp over at AKA, all the homies down in Fresno, my mom, my dad, my girlfriend, all my friends that I know that are gonna pull up. Just shout out to you guys. Obviously, I do this for myself. I'm a very selfish person when it comes to this sport, but it's nice to put on a show for you guys. So again, like I said, pull up. Let's go.
I know you earlier you mentioned you have a full-time job. What do you do for work right now? No.
Yeah, so right now I'm working as a mental health provider. So I'm working with youth that have been involved with domestic violence or child protective, CPS reports and stuff. So that's what I'm doing right now full time. It's really rewarding. It's kind of cool to share a bit of myself whenever I work with them, and they all seem to think it's really cool that I fight. So when people say that violence is not the answer, I beg to differ. I think violence is the answer, because if you know violence, you don't need violence.
I absolutely agree to that. You can't be wrong on that one. That's pretty awesome. Good advice. Good advice for all the peoples out there. All right, sounds good. Well, I am Zhong signing out, and please stay tuned. Just like Nolan said, pull up May 28th, 4 p.m. start the first amateur fight. 4 to 6:30 is going to be the amateur circuit. We have a 10 amateur fight, and then 6:30 to 9:30 to 10 o'clock, it's going to be the pro card. So Nolan's the last fight of the night. Last couple event, we are pulled up on the main event roughly around 9:30 to 9:45, give or take. So just showed up in the house, support your local fighter and support your legends. And Nolan, been knowing him for a long time, start off, as a beginner of the career at the Dragon House, and now look at where he at. He's carrying on my show and been into all the major promotions. So always honored to have you on board. Thanks again, brother. So we'll see you guys May 28th.